Aloha, this is your mean squirrel, here with a quick disclaimer. This podcast contains explicit content and parental discretion is advised. So no bitching if you fucking get offended by anything. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And of course I'm making facial expressions during that whole intro portion, and Brandy's like, did you just fart?
Well, because he leaned to the side when put his leg up. And that's like the universal sign of I'm farting.
Oh, there's universal signs for farting. What's another universal sign like?
When you're standing there and you just kind of don't move, but you see their ass cheeks kind of clench just a little bit, and their face, their eyes squint, that slight squint, like because they want it to come out like they don't want anybody to hear it, so it just.
But see, now the whole problem with that concept is that when you try to control a fart to make it come out softly,
just goes.
and that's because you're trying to like let it out slowly. Then it's just like when you make a balloon squeak, you're like you get one of those squeakers.
I don't make balloon squeak farts.
Oh, no, you do not. You're clappers. You're all clappers.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's why when we walk through casinos, I'm glad they're loud so I can just like let them rip and nobody can hear them.
Nobody can hear them, and then you look around to see who noticed them. Like
they walk through the cloud of funk. Like, oh! And you're like...
Oh, God. So this week I saw a bumper sticker. I've been like waiting to bring this one up to you because it was just a really good one. It was, if a kid falls out my window, honk your horn.
Oh, shit.
And it made me like go on that total, like, you know how you do the YouTube path or like you don't know how it got to that subject. In my mind, I was like, that's a total second child parent. Because that first child, you're trying to do the cloth diapers and the organic baby food and
and their baby bag is like it's like a huge suitcase, and
right, they're carrying like 50 pounds of shit.
10 different changes of clothes and one entire pack of diapers.
Then there's that second kid
that they could give two shits. They carry the smallest bag. Like they won't even have a bag. They'll just put like 4 diapers in their fucking purse.
4 diapers in their purse, and maybe one change, like a onesie or something like that, or maybe not even that. Like they'll carry a thing of wipes and call it good. Like, damn, And
it's like, I'll get you juice from wherever the hell we are.
And an empty bottle with maybe some dry formula at the bottom is like, hey, can you fill this up from the tap?
No, not that bad. That's gross.
And it's just, I've seen that difference though. You can literally tell the difference between a first child parent nowadays and a second child parent. Now, in the days that we grew up, are you bleeding?
Oh, don't use it against me. Don't use that against me. Don't even. If you weren't bleeding, you could stand up and walk it off, you were fine. And if there wasn't anything broken, there was nothing to cry about either.
Right. Even blood wasn't necessarily a bad thing. It was like, okay, you're bleeding a little bit. Anything broken? Can you walk?
But you, as a grown man, I hear, ah! I open my eye, I hear, ah! Boom, boom. Like, what the hell is that?
You left your fucking heels in the middle of the damn doorway.
I didn't leave it in the middle of the door. That's why I always leave it in the corner of the door. It's not my fault. Isn't exactly. My room was designed for my, don't even say littleness or smallness.
Because that doesn't count with your feet.
You can blame Mom for that. The big feet.
I mean,
that 5-foot woman had
for
size
a woman, you've
8.5 feet.
For a woman, you've got
I got boats.
fucking boats, yeah.
I got boats. I got skis. Not skills, skis.
Like you go into the women's department of shoes and you got to look at the very end, you know, like in the men's size where they see the size 14s and shit.
All the way in the back where all the ugly shoes where they think you're supposed to wear fucking hobbit-looking shoes.
That's kind of like.
I can't even really wear heels anymore.
Yeah. Well, maybe platforms.
True, but even still, there's always like an incline. I mean, right. I can wear them, but I'll pay for it the next day.
Now, I have seen.
I saw Crocs that have platform shoes.
No,
they don't have the pukas, like holes for the white people. they don't have the holes in them like the regular Crocs.
I saw platform all-stars.
I saw those too. You can never get up. You can never.
Like they're always out of stock type thing. Oh,
yeah.
That I kind of figured.
I saw Chuck wedges, and gone. My size was like the first one gone.
I can totally see.
And I can't look it for the men's section.
Right, because they're never going to have the Frankenstein shoes. Those are the ones I really like.
They're not going to have the wedges, the heels in the men's section unless you're feeling a little frisky.
I like the Frankenstein shoes, the ones that just have the straight up thick sole. It's just like the normal sole, except it's like 3 inches thick. Those are the ones I like.
Kind of like creepers, but
yeah. Now I can just imagine if you had all-star creepers that went up to your knees.
Oh, you know what meme I saw the other day? Was it today? You know the pink all-star shoes that come all the way up to pants?
Yeah.
And they're like, can you imagine if that asshole has to go fly today and go through TSA and they tell him to take off his shoes?
I'd be like, yo, just take me to the back room and scan my ass because it's just not happening.
You know what happened once? There was this guy who was late for his flight and he had that kind of pants that had all the hoops and he had the studded belt, he had the chain, everything. Excuse me. And he was like, I looked at him, I was like, dude, you're running late. Look at your pants. He goes, if you don't care, and he looked at everybody, he goes, if everybody doesn't care, I will take my pants off and put it through the X-ray. I said, as long as you got drawers that cover your junk, go right ahead. As long as we're not going to see things we're not supposed to see, go right ahead. And he had like the old band skivvies on.
Really? He had tidy whities on?
No, not the boxers, the big old man boxers.
Oh, the loose boxers.
Yeah, so when I saw that, I was like, you need to hold the fly, my friend.
You know, until I was like...
And he went through and it's like, everybody was looking at me Like, you seriously let him through? I'm like, he said he was in a rush. It looked like shorts, big baggy shorts. I can't see anything.
Until I was probably 20, I wore tighty-whities. And then for like the next 10 years or so, I wore regular boxers.
You wore old man from the Sears old fart man section boxers.
And then I got introduced to the boxer briefs. I'm like, oh, this is the best of both worlds. It cradles the boys.
No. There's a new underwear that came out. I don't know if it's... I don't know the brand. I saw the ad for it. Actually, I saw it on regular TV and on one of the social medias. There's a little pocket for your nuggets. So that they don't rub against your thighs.
Wow.
So you have a nugget pocket.
You know, that's going to spoil a younger generation. My nugget's been rubbing against my thighs so long, they just built up fucking calluses.
Calluses? You have calluses? Do we need smooth my balls?
I have toughened my ball sack. Now, and that's funny because we finally got our first sponsorship offer. And the way
Mind you, I am a natural born cis female.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have
me.
The natural born cis hetero male.
Squatch.
Sasquatch. Yeti. But our first offered sponsorship comes from
Smooth My Balls. Now, we have not taken them up on this one because the way sponsorships work for podcasts is we buy a kit from them.
Not all podcasts. There's some up there podcasters that have managers.
Right. We're nobodies. If you would like to make us not a nobody, you're welcome to reach out and sponsor us. What?
But the thing is, we gotta start showing our face, and I don't feel like slapping on the bondo every time we got.
Oh no, that would be part of a contract. We don't have to show our face, but
I don't have to show my stinking face.
Is her lovely voice not worth all the money? Thank you. But we got an offer from Smooth My Balls.
And he comes in my room to show me. He's all, look at what we just got. Asked to be a sponsor.
Now, to be fair, their offer, the way it works is you buy this package and then you give your honest review and then they give you a link and then what would happen is our listeners...
honest review? I ain't got no balls.
You would have to touch my balls. But
I ain't touching your balls.
But what happens is you buy the product,
smooth your balls,
give a review,
your sacks.
They give you a link, and then our listeners would get a discount on Smooth My Balls. So if anybody wants a discount on Smooth My Balls, let me know, and maybe we'll consider this.
Now, if it was like, excuse you, if it was like Adam and Eve, maybe, you know. Not smooth my balls. What am I going to do? Scrub my titties?
Now, the fortunate thing is, though,
my nips.
Is they have enough of a discount on this for our trial package. It would be $150 package that we get for $50.
Why do you keep on saying we? I ain't got no balls.
I would get.
I have proverbial ball sacks bigger than
mine.
A lot of men.
However,
but how am I going to imaginary scrub my proverbial nutsack?
You know, the stuff that was in the package would absolutely work for your lady parts.
My lady parts? What? what was in this package that would work for my ladybird?
It was a clipper, and there were these clippers that could get damn near like skin tight. And
skin tight?
Yeah. And and it was a couple other things. Like it was really kind of a cool package. But for $60, it was totally worth it.
Did it have lotion to make it schmoof afterwards?
I think so, actually. I think that was part of the package.
But it probably smells like man, and I don't want my muff smelling like man.
Who's smelling it?
Right now, absolutely nobody.
So what you do is, if you know that you're about to get some action...
But you know what's going to happen. I'm going to go to town one day with schmoof my balls, and I'm going to get, like, the random call.
And you'll end up with, like, fucking the perfect man calling you up. You'll get...
It happens. It can happen.
You'll get, like, Chris Hemsworth, like, call you up.
Why do you always say Chris Hemsworth? I don't like him that much. He's just nice to look at from the neck down.
Okay.
Or I just want to see the Adonis belt. That's what the crease is.
That's what the Adonis belt?
The V crease that goes down.
Okay. Henry Cavill's going to call you up and be like, hey.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on over.
There would be no smell because I'd keep on going sploosh. There would be like a trail of sploosh. Just follow the drip. Follow the drip.
You'd hear that British accent on your phone. You'd be like, yes, master.
I don't know about the master part. You gotta earn that.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I was also looking something else up online.
I can pull that switch on.
Oh.
Small but mighty.
So I was also looking up other things, and there's certain places that we have absolutely determined that Brandy will not go. Panama.
If there's critters.
Panama. Panama, the original determination that Panama will never happen is botflies.
Botflies, anacondas.
They're cute.
Fucking anaconda. They're cute. Yeah, saying they're cute while you're going down into their stomach. You're so cute. While you're squishing it, you're so cute. I can love you from the inside. Are you
I almost have my drink all over the microphone. These are $150 microphones. We don't want drink on them.
Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you squeeze me so tight. What a nice hug.
Australia, never gonna happen.
They got spiders bigger than Mr. Love.
The cutest animals they have want to kill you. Platypus.
I like platypus.
And they are venomous.
I know. But they're still cute.
They bite you, then you die.
They bite me and I die.
Another place that Brandy will never go. Haunted houses of any kind.
There's reasons, but you forgot the other place I will never go. Brazil.
Well, that's kind of the same thing as Panama.
Oh no. They steal you and they take you into the jungle and they steal your kidneys and then they put you in a
Just don't stay in a hostel and you're fine.
They weren't staying in a hostel. That's a totally different other movie. Not going to Germany or where the hell they went. It was like Russia kind of thing. And they they get the most money for Americans to hunt you down or just torture you.
Yep.
There are many movies that have traumatized me for life, and I will never go to these places. I don't give a fuck if you said no, it's fine. No.
So like I'm eventually going to have to drag a friend into going to the Zach Brannigan's Haunted Museum around here.
No, because I actually, he was just on, he actually made it onto Wheel of Fortune recently.
Zach Brannigan? The
Yeah,
guy that owns it?
Yeah, like within the past couple weeks.
I don't watch anywhere near enough daytime TV to see that.
I will not go in that place because I have researched it. People have gotten sick. People have acted differently after they left. People have had to run out of that place because they had to throw up.
Oh, wow.
And they have cameras in there. They have footage of people just randomly. It looks like they're getting pushed, but there's nobody behind them.
Huh. Because
they have too many of those artifacts in there.
Oh.
Because he took over some of, what the hell was their name? The couple that used to do a lot of the paranormal research.
I don't know.
But they're the ones that have the original Annabelle doll.
Oh, wow.
And it's nothing like the one in the movie. That's why it kind of creeped me out when they showed me the actual real one. Because it's a Raggedy Ann doll.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
And the way they said that they had to enclose her, they had a priest there. They had all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of things inscribed into the wood.
Oh, damn.
And just all around it. And there's a sign that for a fact that people pretend not to know how to read a fucking sign.
I drive a bus with a big red sign that says no mask, no ride. And
there was a guy who touched the whatchamacallit thing.
The glass, the divider, whatever.
Why do I want to say holder? It's not a holder. Case. Yeah. That's the word. But he touched it and he got deathly ill and died.
Jesus. So.
And then somebody else, they have chairs and stuff from the boarding house. And yeah.
Dude, I really need to go there.
No, you don't play with that shit.
You're like, that's all you.
And you ain't never coming back in the house. I will make you go get a gallon of holy water and
take a bath in holy water and fog me down with sage.
And then still make you stand outside and put the circle with all the chase away, exorcise the demons, candles.
So 187 miles away from us, kind of northeast from us.
Are you talking about the Clown Hotel?
No. There is a little town called Goldfield, Nevada.
Fuck that shit. There's haunted with the people that came for the gold rush.
No. The story for this one is even better.
Oh, lovely. I just can't wait.
So, Goldfield Hotel opened up in 1908, and it went through a couple of different owners. Because the hotel that was actually originally on the spot was burned down in 1905, so somebody built it up.
Why did people die?
No, and that's not what makes it creepy. They burned down in a fire. I mean, fires just happen because in the early 1900s, everything was made of wood and poof, smoke, burn.
Poof, smoke, burn.
Exactly.
Isn't it? Burn. Smoke, burn, poof.
So, shortly after it was rebuilt, there was a mining magnate, George Wingfield, purchased a hotel and he owned it for a whole bunch of years. And In 1923, though, he sold it to this guy named Crumley. What kind of name is Crumley, right? Crumley.
What movie character was last name Crumley?
I don't know about Crumley, but there's Crumb, Victor Crumb in the Harry Potter series.
Yeah, but there's no B on the end of it. He's not a crumb.
No, this is Crumley.
Anyway, continue.
But anyway, because he was like, okay, I own this hotel, and right over the mountains we got gold country, so let's dig a couple of mines.
And what is ironic is, why is Nevada called the Silver State?
Because California is the Golden State, and there is actually on this side of the Rockies, there's a lot of silver deposits. There was a really heavy silver mining thing in Nevada. But Wingfield, who apparently was still staying in the hotel or still heavily involved in it, was apparently enamored with a local prostitute. Her name was Elizabeth. And apparently he knocked her up. Now,
learn how to pull out.
In the
out game week.
In those days, it was.
We are a part of the rhythm nation.
Well, totally not. Like everything was proper. You know, or at least they maintained the image of propriety. Like, the image, not necessarily the fact of the image.
Nobody's in the room watching them bone. How are they going to know if they're proper or not if they're pulling out?
So, well, no, the issue was that he got a prostitute pregnant on the property.
He's like, oh, pardon me. Let me get my hanky.
As the rumor has it, Wingfield was afraid of a scandal and chained her to the radiator in room 109, where she remained until the child was born and died in childbirth. And to avoid a scandal, apparently he threw the child down the mine.
Oh, lovely.
So to this day, there are still people that report seeing her ghost in room 109, and the temperature never goes high. Like, it's always cold in that room.
Why would you, if they told you, oh, here's your key, you're in room 109, I'd be like, motherfucker, please.
There's also
happening.
There's also been sightings of children playing around on the stairwells, and it's weird because they would play around on the stairwells, and like somebody would feel somebody would come up and touch them on the back of the leg, and I'm like, dude, why? What? Seriously? Now, there are possibilities that Crumley is the one that, to cover up the scandal, did the murder part, and killed Elizabeth. Not that she died in childbirth, that he killed her after the fact. So they don't know where the death happened.
Okay, so.
But yeah, so apparently this is one of the most haunted places in America.
No, there's other places that are worse. Especially in the South where the battlegrounds are. Like Georgia? Haunted as fuck!
What? You don't want to move to Georgia?
Fuck that shit. I hate peaches.
You wouldn't want to live in the peach state?
If the peach that's being eaten ain't mine, I ain't going.
But no, it's one of those ones where I was just like looking up like creepy ghost stories and stuff like that, and I ran across this one. It's like, oh wait, there's one in Nevada.
There's the Clown Hotel. That's just as bad.
Clown Hotel? Is that here in Nevada?
Yes.
I gotta look for that one.
I always mess with Kiana about the Clown Hotel.
World famous Clown Hotel.
Motel.
In Tonopah, Nevada.
Mm-hmm. Tonopah.
Oh, wow. And that's not even necessarily like...
Oh, no, it's fucked up.
Really?
Yeah.
Like... Oh, yeah. No. I could not, like, hang out and...
Wouldn't be happening.
And I'm not even necessarily afraid of clowns.
I would leave you there.
Like, I kind of like that one.
I mean, those are not bad because that's like the red skeleton kind, but the, like, super creepy ones.
Right. And being surrounded by them, that's a little on the creepy side.
And my theory of clowns being hidden pedophiles.
Haunted, and of course we're going on this subject, and I find the page and it says Haunted Tonopah, or whatever. Tonopah. Wow. Are you fascinated by ghosts and long to visit haunted locations? Tonopah is the place for you. Paranormal investigators come from around the world to search for Tonopah spirits. Wanna go?
Fuck no.
It's got to be all over the west coast, though. I mean, because
dyslexia is my friend.
You're trying to get me to spit my drink out, aren't you?
Because you're a spitter.
At least I'm not a show off.
Who am I showing off to?
No, the old phrase, the mean people spit, nice people swallow, show offs gargle.
I say warn me or I'm going to barf it up on you.
Well, yeah. There's that. Although, I have to think that it would be pretty obvious beforehand. Like
what?
It's not like a guy just like erupts out of no place. It's not something that just comes on like that.
You can hear it, or you can feel it. And if girls say that they don't, they're just on the top just to do it.
Right, because there's no way you can't not know. I mean, there's some obvious physical signs that a guy's about to lose his load, okay?
Anyway.
Women are a mystery, guys are completely not.
Not all women.
No, women are a mystery.
I don't. No, what am I? I'm an anomaly.
You are an anomaly. Like, you're a 1 in a million, and that's why I love you. But
what did I say about saying that on here? Because it makes people assume things.
Nobody should assume anything about her. She's just weird.
No, when you say the L word.
Well, it's not untrue. But, same thing. Go get you some D.
We don't bone.
That doesn't have to be. I mean, I don't bone a sibling because...
Ew.
There you go.
Ew. Ew.
I'm not into incest, but I would love a sibling. So there's that word does not mean sex.
You're making my eye twitch.
Oh, God.
Oh, what else I wanted to talk about? Oh, TikTok. Y'all need to really stop sucking a dick and promoting pedophilia and...
Oh, you talking about that B-flap girl?
What's
she call her?
Not just the B-flap girl. The one she said, my kitty meow meow is not pink because I'm brown, roast beef. She's underage.
Right. And it's sad because...
But wait, I have reported an account where the girl was 11 years old. Technically, by their guidelines, it's supposed to be 13. This girl was 11. She did one of those, where they show their age, or this is my age, this my shoe size, this my fucking pant size, or whatever. Right. She put 11. She was 11 years old, wearing provocative clothing, sucking on lollipops, all in the... 11! And I reported every fucking video. And I reported her whole entire page. And fucking TikTok came back and told me she was not violating any of the guidelines.
She's 11.
She's 11. And that is a pedophile's wet fucking dream.
No shit. And see, now my issue isn't even necessarily that.
And then you still got more underage ones but because they're 13, over 13.
Right.
If you ever see the hashtag accountant, and then next to it, for an adult, that's fine. We know what that is. Nobody needs to know unless they want to know.
Right.
And I'm not going to say what it is. But if it says hashtag secret account, hashtag accountant, and you look at that profile, and you know for damn fucking sure that person, because both boys and girls, and whatever else you choose to be, F to M, M to F,
boys,
binary,
girls, and everything in between,
pan, whatever, still underage, but they're soliciting.
Ugh.
And it's disgusting because they have a regular account that their parents know about, but if it says hashtag secret account, it's the one that their parents don't know about. And that's the one that the fucking pedophiles go after. And then you've got regular of age girls that are wearing fucking G-strings, their ass hanging out, they're bending over and you can see the fucking muff hump, and the tops are like just covering their nipples. And then, those are the pretty girls. Those are the model girls. Those are the girls with the hips and the ass and the tits and the lips and hair.
Where I am not going to deny that I find them attractive, they are not my definition of attractive.
But then you get a body positive plus size girl.
Go girl.
Who promotes body positivity, being plus size is not a bad thing. And then you get the skinny people like, well, you're unhealthy and you're gonna die. It's like, okay, so what am I supposed to do? Just jump off a fucking cliff? You don't know if I have a medical problem.
Yeah.
Like in my case, I'm not a fucking skinny spring chicken, nor am I morbidly obese. But I would be smaller if I could exercise, but I can't because I'm fucking disabled.
Yep.
So I do my exercises in the pool and I do what I can. It's not like I don't do anything at all.
No.
Except for COVID, nobody could do shit and I wouldn't leave the house. But what I'm saying is and then there's the kink community. There's the LGBTQIA plus XY elemental P.
There's the whole dad bod thirst traps.
And the dad bod. But you know what? the guys that come out with the ripped body and swiveling their dongs everywhere, that's fine and good. But you get a dad bod who is hot, like my friend that I watch, and there's other ones too, not just him. If they post any video with their shirt off, or say, one nipple pops out, somebody reports them for fucking nudity.
Yeah.
Or sexual content.
And that's what I don't get. And see, now the flip side of that though is I've seen the comments on the ones that are the definition of beauty. And you can't win no matter what you do. The definition of beauty, you're too skinny. Maybe you should eat something. Then you get the fat girls.
It goes
it's
both ways. There are some girls who their metabolism runs extremely fast and they can eat and eat and eat, but other people don't know. But
right.
If they come around and... Because I was watching this other one today, and this girl was literally, and I don't use this word lightly, she was a cunt. She was in the store following someone and saying, girl, did you look in the mirror before you left the house? There's some things some people should not wear. Now, mind you, this girl looked like Bucky Beaver and she could take down a fucking tree in 3 minutes.
Okay.
So who the fuck was she to judge someone else when she looks like she could fucking carve a piece of furniture with her front teeth?
Now, I have many a times made comments that could be taken the wrong way because, like, I'll see somebody that's wearing an outfit that's 3 sizes too small for them. And I'm like, girl, really? No.
I mean, you know what? I'm like, okay, if you look at them, they're attractive. And they're wearing that because they feel positive about their appearance, or they just don't give a shit. As long as I can't see their cooter, their puckered chocolate starfish, or the nips, I'm good.
Yeah. Although, show me your nipples. I want to see the nipples.
No, you cannot see the nipples. Because sometimes the areolas are just like...
the whole thing?
Mayonnaise jar caps.
And I've been flashed on the strip, and I've seen those, and I've seen the little tiny ones. And you know what? It surprises me, and apparently...
small one, teeny ones, big
every size
ones,
in between.
oval ones. Wonky-eyed.
It's gotten to a point, though, where when a guy does an actual gentlemanly thing, it surprises people. I had a girl get off my bus, and now she was fairly attractive, younger, black girl. She was wearing one of those, like, the strap of cloth that you twist, and it goes up over your neck, and then it twists around across and holds the girls up.
One of the guys that I follow called it a titty sling.
That fits. That fits.
Because, now get this, the girl that he was teasing, or I don't know if he was teasing her directly, but he was talking about all the girls that were wearing them, was this big... Now, when I say big, I'm not just talking tall.
Right.
He was a robust...
Oh, I've seen those too.
Individual. Man. With toilet paper mocking this girl. And, so the guy that I follow, He said, girls, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the, you're going to get ridiculed for it because, everybody's wearing it, but keep on wearing them titty slings because we're all for it.
But this girl got on my bus and she went up the stairs, and then when she came back downstairs, one fell out. And so I kind of like real quiet, like, it's like, ma'am. And gestured.
Just kind of make the motion.
Make the motion to, cover up. And she looked down and was like, oh, thank you.
At least she did that instead of taking the Karen route. Why are you looking at my titties for?
Well, because I was completely respectful. I tried not to call attention. You could have been completely
respectful, and a dumbass Karen would have said something.
This is true, and that's another issue that's out there.
And if that was the case, I would have told her, go outside and get sunburn on your nipples then, stupid.
Right, and that at that point, it's kind of a catch-22, because you want to be the gentleman, or you want to be the kind lady or whatever, and tell somebody, because how many times have you walked around and had some like ketchup stain on your shorts or some kind of like dried syrup on your shirt or something, and it just looked completely wrong.
Or crusty ranch dressing.
Right, you're walking around and people are just letting you. People just let you walk around like that until
you
finally.
Do it to me. And then I go to the freaking bathroom and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I come back out and I'm like, you just gonna let me walk around that way?
Yes.
Fucking schmiegel.
But, and we've all done it though. I mean, we'll... No, mind
you, I had it on a lash that was halfway falling off, and he was letting this fucker flap in the wind and didn't tell me shit.
Now, when I notice, I usually say something. Every once in a while, though, I'll just
Every once in a great while.
Because most men don't look at lashes. We don't care.
You do. I have trained you to look at makeup.
I know. And now it's unfortunate because now all I can see everywhere around me is makeup. Like, why does that woman have McDonald's arches for eyebrows? Or, girl, why are your bat wings halfway up your eyelids? It's. I've seen the best and the worst examples of makeup. I just saw I just commented on this one young lady that got on my bus yesterday. She had like this vibrant, like matte red lipstick. Perfect. Flawless. Under her mask. I'm like, how do you keep that shit on your
because
damn
it's the
girl?
Liquid, like how I have the liquid lipsticks.
Right. And just perfect. She's like, thank you for, she thanked me for noticing. And
that's why now with the reduction in enforcement of the masks, gloss is becoming popular again, because you couldn't wear gloss with the mask, or else you take it off and you look like the Joker. It's like all over your face.
Why so serious?
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, God. Yeah, and it has been, in fact, as of midnight, what's today? As of midnight today. So.
What?
11 hours ago. Wait, 23 hours ago. They've completely released the load restrictions on all the buses in the city. It's been that way for a week for the Strip.
But let me continue my rant about fucking TikTok. And this is why I'm reconsidering even posting my fucking face or anything, because I swear like a sailor. I have no filter. If somebody's going to come at me, I am the worst person to try and battle with verbally. I make people cry.
I laugh.
So I just kind of stay out of it. I mean, if I see somebody who needs help, and like another guy that I follow who is in the same industry as one of our other friends, but also has a day job as well.
Oh, that's hard. Well, she did for a long time, and she had a really difficult one to, yeah.
She had way more to lose, and she did.
Mm-hmm.
But can you stop snoffing over my shoulder? That is my cat, Mr. Lee, and
he's getting older, and
he's 13 now, and he's, coughing and sneezing on me at the same time, so I just call it a snoff. But he has a tendency to do it in my face.
Oh, yeah. When I get a text message in the middle of the night, he just snuffed in my mouth.
Yeah, he snuffed in my mouth. Really gross. But anyway, another guy that I follow, he is a feminist. And a male feminist, and he is always talking about how women need to be safe and how guys are like this, and how just trying to educate both men and women that not everybody is nice, and not every cloud has a silver lining, and some of that information is sexually orientated or whatever you want to say.
Right.
They have been taking down his videos, just taking down. Ban him. Even with the other one, the one with the dad bod. He just said something, or makes a little skit and says something. Take him down. He was banned from doing lives for 1 week because his robe was open. He had on pants, and somebody turned him in for sexual content.
Jesus.
And it's like, but you got these other girls with their fucking hoo-has hanging out.
You got these thirst traps, that one where they do the whole door frame lean. If that's not sexual content, I don't know what is. Although the ones where they suddenly flash into wearing like the inflatable T-Rex costumes, those are fucking hilarious.
I have a costume. That one that I just got from Fashion Nova. Mm-hmm. It's a onesie.
Oh, God.
But it's shorts. It's a little romper. And you know what I look like in romper? I had to order it 2 sizes too big, God, because I have a long torso, and I literally got stuck in a jumper in Old Navy, and I couldn't get out of it, and I was trying to call for my friend, and she, instead of staying there waiting with me,
went looking around.
She went back looking around, and I was stuck. God. I was stuck in this freaking jumper, and I eventually had to call the girl, and I looked at her, I said, if it rips, I'll buy it, but I am stuck. You just gotta get it off. She just had to get it off my one shoulder. And because I have broad shoulders. Right. It was stuck. I couldn't, like, I wanted to break my fucking bound.
Because it's so embarrassing.
I wanted to total lethal weapon break my fucking collarbone to get it off. And she was pulling and pulling. And I'm trying to like move my shoulder forward at the same time. It took 20 minutes to get it off my fucking shoulder. Oh, jeez. Not to mention, it wasn't a camel toe. It wasn't just humps. It was the most gigantic fucking set of camel lips you had ever seen. It was like fucking eagle's claw. And it looked like I had balls. Like I wanted to smooth my balls at that point if it was going to get me out of the jumper. And then when I finally got out, I found her in the store. Like, where the fuck did you go? She's I thought you were trying on clothes. I thought you were going to stay outside in case I needed to, needed you to go get another size for me. She goes, why? What happened? I said, I got stuck in that fucking jumper. She's like, oh my God.
Oh, God. Wow.
But the TikTok thing, it's like, even with girls, the how many plus size girls have had their profiles permanently banned? Permanent.
Jesus.
So, they say that this app is originally owned by someone in China.
Right. And it's not owned by anybody in China now. I think somebody in America bought it, but it's like...
And then they bought it because of that. Remember that whole threat that they were going to shut it down?
Right. And like there's one that I follow, is this pretty little gamer girl.
That's her name.
But and it's like every group that you can put a title to, they face criticism because she calls herself a gamer girl. Like me, she does not play first person shooters. And she, in fact, her favorite game, like her all-time favorite game, is Diablo, which she plays all the time. She's got, ranked characters, etc., etc.
When I watch What's His Face on Twitch, there was a girl that, there's a bunch of us girls that are just always there. And she goes, Diablo's like crack. You can put it down for a while and you have to put it away. And then after a while you go back and you're like stuck on it forever.
It is. That's why, I would totally love to have you play. And the fun part about Diablo...
I can't. I can't. I tried.
You never tried Diablo.
Dude, it looks like I'm going stand up, sit down, fight.
That's because you tried a first person shooter.
I'll be like fighting with some rock in the corner.
That's because you tried a first person shooter. You tried a first person shooter. You tried the worst possible game you could try to try getting into gaming.
I suck at that kind of games. My kind of games, what am I the queen of? What game am I the queen of that I also use in my personal life?
Tetris.
Thank you.
You tried, you were like, oh, I think I'd get into first person shooters. So I got a first person shooter. I love
Galaga. And I love Qbert. And I'm showing my fucking age. And I love Frogger.
We really need to get you to the Pinball Hall of Fame because that shit's all there.
And Ms. Pac-Man, that whore. The whore.
She loves eating those balls.
Yeah, she's had a lot of balls in that mouth. She needs to smooth them balls before she puts them in the mouth. But,
oh God.
And I'm so OG when it comes to games.
I have a console that's all the OG games. Because I
have a brother who is 6 years older than me, and I followed him everywhere, and it was to those kinds of arcades.
I need to bring that other console back out here, because I got the small console my mom gave me that's all the OG games.
I used to play Donkey Kong, and I really, really sucked at it.
It's on it. There's Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong Jr.
I actually really sucked at it.
It was still fun, though.
I never saved that fucking bitch Princess Peach ever, like once. Oh, and you know what else game I liked? Tempest.
Yeah.
I loved Tempest.
What about, like, Burger Time?
The fuck is Burger Time? Duck Hunt! That's OG!
Yep.
Duck Hunt.
And what's better is it actually came Duck Hunt and Super Mario Brothers Mario Brothers on one cartridge for the original NES.
But you know what? Dad would never get us those stuff. So that was another thing too. We never had any because we never had more than one TV in the house, and he was in control of it.
Oh God, no! I was
And
lucky. My
and it was a time where you didn't have internet. And I'm
growing up,
trying to do this without. I'm not ashamed of my age, but nobody needs to know my age.
when I grew up, first off, we had Pong in the house. That was my first game system.
Atari. I had to go to my friend's house to play.
The Atari 2500, we had that one. My mom went to school for computer science, which she used none of. It's unfortunate because, her going to school for computer science is why I got into computers.
You know what? Mom wanted to, and there was a class, like when computers were first coming out.
That's when my mom went to school for it.
She wanted to go because she wanted to redo like how stuff was in the office.
Right.
And Dad said no, he was going to go.
Mm.
My dad is going to be 80 next month. He finally got his first smartphone 2 months ago. 2 or 3 months ago. He had an OG Samsung flip phone.
There's a couple drivers in my yard that still have those. But because
but
my
you
mom
know
went
what?
to school.
You know what dirty little secret that little gnome just told me? He could get texts all this time, but he always said, "Oh, I don't have text because," he goes, with my fat fingers, and I gotta press for the letters." He goes, "I could see him all this time, but I'm not gonna answer him back." I was like, "You dirty little brown gnome."
Well, yeah. And you remember those days where you just had to push the buttons like 5 times to get one letter? It's just...
But you know what? My brick, my Nokia brick, I didn't have text on it because that's when you had to pay per text.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, fuck that shit. You want to talk to me? You talk to me.
Yep. Talk to me or leave a voicemail.
Talk to me or message me on Yahoo.
I started off with ICQ.
I tried ICQ. It bored me. AOL, AIM had so
many bots.
So many bots, so many viruses. And my being clueless, I didn't know about antiviruses. I didn't know that I had to defrag my computer because back then you had to manually do this shit.
Oh, yeah.
There was so much.
Now you just leave your computer on, tell it to do it at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and it fucking does it while you're sleeping.
I don't even know what my shit is set for.
Oh, did you have a Chrome OS? It basically doesn't need any help. It does all the shit on its own.
Discord, and I still don't understand it. And you know what was funny? In that chat room afterwards, I was like, introducing myself. I'm like, "Oh, hi, I'm new here on Discord and I really don't know what I'm doing."
Discord is a really helpful community, though. They will.
And a whole bunch of people. I've been here for a year. I still don't know what I'm doing.
They'll all jump in and help you out. I mean, I've got my own server, which I don't even use, and I jump on my friend's server. But Discord is a really helpful community, and it's a good place to be social when you don't have social outside.
When do I ever have social outside? I have not had any social since we moved here. I think we've been here, 5 years?
I've dragged you out of the house a couple times.
But it's you! I live with you!
Well...
I mean, like...
I've tried introducing you to people.
That's your type of friends.
Jesse is a good person.
They're all guys. And now, granted, yes, I have a lot of guy friends because I don't really get along with girly girls because they're just too fucking catty. And all I want to do is throat punch them after a while.
And please explain to me how I, as a man that is known to be taken, because
you can do what you want.
I know I can do what I want, but most women,
Go
remember,
slang it, ding-a-ling.
Most women, remember, you're the anomaly. Most women hear my other half because I refer to you as my other half, because I'm not gonna lie.
That's why I don't use that term.
But girlfriend, other half, significant other, whatever, you know.
I say my roomie, or my PLM.
Okay. PLM.
You know what it...
Right, I'm trying to...
Platonic
life mate. And then...
But people still don't believe me because there's so many people, male, female, in this world that think that a man and a woman cannot live in the same fucking domain and not fuck.
Right. But heaven forbid anybody should ever try to come between us. Hell hath no fury.
And it's more on my side. For him to, if it's a constant intimate companion, because I hate the other term, it just sounds sounds dirty. But anyway, then, you know, I introduce them to him because this is part his house too. I am respectful.
Right.
But in his case, with my temper, the thing with women is when they come into a man's house and there's another woman there and they know the back history, they will try to become the upper hand. I am the woman of this house because I am with the man. No, bitch. I will shove my velociraptor toenail up your ass until it's picking your fucking teeth.
And she's got 2 of them.
Because it's hard for me to bend over and stay in that position long enough to...
And it's bad because, you know what, I've never even tried.
You had opportunity.
You had an
opportunity to do a no-no. You could have just went in the corner, made her slob on the knob, kicked her out the door because she was so fucking drunk.
But that's not me. I can't take advantage of a drunk chick. I know
that sounds bad.
I can't take advantage of a drunk chick. And then, you know, the women that I'm... The amount of effort it actually takes to get a woman interested enough, at that point, it's not just a one-night stand. I mean,
you become emotionally invested too quickly.
Too quickly is when because for me it takes months to freaking get a woman interested enough to do anything other than hi.
No, because it takes you months to fucking smooth your balls enough to talk to her.
Oh, damn. We are well over an hour. So, and we still have to go swimming. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call this a night.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Oh, damn. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for listening to The Squirrel Tangent. If you listened all the way through this, make sure you come back and check us out next couple of weeks. Also, check us out on Facebook. You can listen to us on all of your streaming platforms. Just share us with your friends if you really like us. Check us out on patreon.com/thesquirreltangent.
Don't pass me around like that.
Check us out on patreon.com/the Squirrel Tangent. And also, if anybody's interested in high fantasy, I do have another podcast, and that is The Wheel of What. You can check us out on Spotify and iTunes and aloha.
Bye-bye.
Hello.
Bye, Karen.